everybody, I'm back sooner than normal because at the moment information is coming through super fast. Things are changing so much. If you're open to spiritual downloads at the moment, they are coming at a faster rate than any time I've ever known before. So I wanted to talk today about what is all this. So, as I mentioned in the last video, there has been a problem recently with disinformation. However, the way we can combat a lot of that is if different people like me and the millions of other people who do get insights and downloads just share what they get, then we are at least giving the truth that we are given by our guides and our spirit team, and whoever resonates with the truth we give, maybe that you're from a similar soul tribe, you've got similar ancestors, you might have the same ancestors, that might be why the information might resonate deeply, or it might be something that resonates with more of a universal truth. So anyway, so we come into this world, we're born into this world, and before we're even born, our minds are programmed with things from our DNA and from our parents, especially being in our mother's tummy as well. Whatever she experiences while she's pregnant will affect us, can be encoded within our DNA, and DNA from our parents comes in, whatever the families have been through over time comes in as what people call ancestral memory and ancestral DNA. So you're born into this world already having some types of programming, a bit like when you buy a new PC and it might already have some startup packages on it, but it will get programmed with further things depending on use and experiences. So you come in like this new computer, and then we have TV, education, music that starts to program your computer. Now, if you think about the film The Matrix, you could say that life is like a computer and you are living in a simulation. So if you are then made to feel like you're playing an active role within the simulation, but some feel, and it's something that I'm coming closer to having an understanding of myself, that even though we feel we're an active participant, it's almost like having 3D glasses on. You feel very much part of it, but you're only part of it because you are a viewer to it. So you are engaging. So when shamans say energy flows or attention goes, it's that thing. We are part of this matrix, and what we place our attention on in this simulation comes to life. It becomes very real to us. Hence why manifestation works the way it does, that if you place a lot of thought and intention and feeling on something, it manifests within the programming for you. So if that's who we are, then you start to understand why the intensity of education programming, programs on TV, programming for music is so much. Because if what we know to be true of ourselves comes from what is placed in our programming, then to distract us from our power and to distract us from who we really are, there has to be false things placed within that program, and there has to be distractions, there has to be things that are made to look real. Like, there's said to be people within this matrix who are not original souls, they're NPCs, non-player characters, to make it look real. So if we're thinking along them lines, and this is a theory that people use, you then know that to be able to get to the true essence of who you are, you have to deprogram the things that were purposefully placed. They're not always purposefully, that's a lie, because some things are just your parents teaching you certain things that they learned, and friends teaching you things they learned. It's not that they're trying to distract you, but they're part of the programming too. They have been programmed too. So when people say forget everything you thought you knew, they actually mean take away all that programming so you can get to the essence of the real you, not the you are told you are within this matrix. Like from young, if you do well at school, you're told what doing well is and praise for that. If you do well for your parents, you're told what doing well is and praise for that. And you start to get an idea of who your character is. And then we have things like, we have star signs and things that also tell us who we are. And though we can see how we can fit along with some of that sometimes, we still have to understand that we are infinite beings. So that might be part of who we are, and a bit of a blueprint for the person that we're animating in this lifetime. But in reality, our infinite soul would not be confined by them ideas. That is a idea for incarnation, for this physical world. So to really get to grips with who you are and why you're here, and who you are as a infinite soul, a soul group, because there's many aspects of you. It's said that some say there's 7, some say there's 8 of you at any one time. And if what the Buddhists say is true, where past, present and future are operating at the same time, which means present is the only thing that exists, every lifetime that you've ever lived in incarnation would then mean that they are operating all right now. So when you see past lives, somewhere that life is operating right now, almost like a different show running with you as if you'd been an actor in different programs and they're running the different shows at once, and you're playing a different character, but it's you. Like that. Like you're playing these different people. You could be a different gender, a different race, a different religion, different social class, all at one time in the universe, because past, present and future operate like what's the best word to say? Like a spiral all at one time. So the reality of who you are is nothing to do with this shell. That is your identity as a human. Your true I am is the essence of the Creator, the divine, the I am. That's your true I am. The I am that you were told you are in this life is a human identity, and the closer you identify to that identity, the more you stay within the dense body and find it harder to break that ceiling of your spiritual self. And in this ascension process, we're supposed to be moving away from the dense more towards a light body. So then you know that the clues are you have to release everything you've been told, everything you think you are, everything you think other people are. Release attachment to ideas of who and what people are, who and what they should be in your life, who and what they're going to be, who and what the future will be. Once you release them things, you are now in a position to start to see things for what they are. But instead of trying to attach to what things are, just be the passive observer. And as you float as like a bubble of consciousness, even though you're in this human suit, you start to float away from all those anchors that anchor you down like a weighed down balloon. You are this, you're a mother, you're a daughter, you're a black woman, you're all these human identities that anchor you to the physical realm, to the physical body, start to release, and you can start ascending. And that is where we get into this ascension process, ascending to the 5D. So basically what I'm saying in this video, which I think has been one of my more deeper topics now, because I'm usually quite surface on this platform, is the release is where the key is to your ascension. So I hope you've enjoyed this video. If there's any content you'd like me to talk about, I'm definitely not an expert on a lot of things. I just know bits of different things, and I work with my guides, so when I'm doing a video, they help me to pull down information. But if there's anything you think you'd like covered, let me know, because sometimes I could get friends to do a Zoom with me who might have better knowledge than me, and we can record together. Check out in my bio in my Instagram, Oracle_Sofya, there's a link to a podcast that I've started with beautiful ladies, Sarah Epiphany and Nadine Richards. So go and check out our podcast. The one yesterday was on release, so that could help you with what I'm talking about in this video. And the one last week was on the journey. Both very interesting conversations, and we're going to have a conversation each week. So I hope you can go and have a look at that and enjoy that. But it's been lovely talking to you all today. I hope you have a great day whenever it is you get to see this, or a great evening, or a great week. Just live great and live in joy. Namaste.